Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the latest episode of Steele Forces You to Watch Him Play Hades. We are not going to waste any time. We're going to dive right on in with the Fists of Malphon with, I want to say, the Demeter aspect from the last time we used them. Oh, hello.
You lack the cheerfulness of Hypnos and the competence of TARTARUS, but have more willfulness than both combined.
Thank you. Lack. That's a... Alright. We've been censured by Dad himself. Daedalus, give us a good start. Attack deals plus 5 base damage for each consecutive hit. Attack becomes a 3-hit sequence. Dash strike deals more damage to add to the attack sequence. I like... I think we'll go with Rolling Knuckle, since with the Demeter aspect, we kind of rely a little bit more on our special than on our main attack, or at least more on our special than we otherwise would. So I'm not going to go too heavy on boosting the main attack. There it is. See, why can't the whole game just be this, where I kill everything in a single punch? Where's my One Punch Man simulator? I've never seen that show. I probably ought to, Demeter. These were your gauntlets. It would be inappropriate for us not to pay you a visit, dare I say. Cutter charged. Come on, give us someone to use it on. That's what I'm talking about. Don't forget, we upgraded the dash strike, so we want to make sure to put it to good use. This has been a slightly chaotic week, Demeter.
I scarcely can see.
They are indeed the Twin Fists.
That you bear, young sprout.
Attack is stronger and inflicts chill. Special is stronger and inflicts chill. Cast drops a crystal that fires a beam. I do like that. And might take it, except I think I'll go with Frost Flourish because, again, wanting to boost up the special, and it is the only fated choice option. I do want to go through those. Now, I feel like I'm losing my mind because I could have sworn that I gave Chaos a Nectar, but I apparently did not. So we're going to go ahead and just real quick check. Apparently not. And we will give a gift to the thing in the void.
Everyone makes offerings to my relatives.
I wish to make an offering to you. Watch yourself, Zagreus. People tell me that all the time, but I'm very droll. When I think of droll individuals, I think of none other than Zagreus Hades' What you got for me today? I fear I have a lack of patience for discussion. Yeah. Zagreus, you have already missed...
You did just prompt me, Master
Yeah.
Chaos, didn't you? Or should I have remained silent just
You should have remained silent. What? The thing that is the void itself prefers silence? More money, more attack damage, much nicer chance of rare boons. I think we go with... I think we go with Halting Favor. Since we're getting it pretty early on, that gives us a nice chance to pick up quite a lot of rare boons if we're lucky. And you know I like those. So yeah, this week has been... Ooh, is this a fountain room? Too early to be very useful, but I'll take what I can get. We moved at the... Oh wow, yeah, our dash is significantly shortened under Chaos's current bargain. We moved into this apartment just at the end of the last week, as I mentioned. And then this week, today, or yesterday, our classes started up again.
You're nothing.
There we go. Why am I rapidly clicking when I can just hold it down and drop the pane? I haven't looked at all my classes yet. There's definitely some I need to pay a little more attention to and take a look at tonight. But the few that I have checked out, I've had 2 that I've had to tune into live so far, and they seem very interesting. I think they'll be a good experience. So this should be a mini-boss, Doomstone, Skeletons, that time trial room, Doomstone. I feel like we're decently well equipped for Doomstone if we just dish out the pain as fast as possible. Keep using Cutter. Just try to drop the sucker before it can get too many goons out. That's just generally good life advice, too. I've never been in a fight, but I like to think that would be my strategy. Just drop the sucker before it can get its goons out. I do have some ambrosia. Do you know what I should do with it? Because as of yet, I don't. Dash causes hangovers, always good. If your health is low after encounters, return to the threshold. I think we'll go with that. Onwards and upwards. My first class... So, I had a little bit of a panic yesterday. Oh, hello. I have 2 classes that I need to tune into live, and they are both at 1:30 on alternating days, so I always have something to tune into at 1:30, although maybe that's not actually a given because I think one class only does it Tuesdays. But anyway, yesterday, I was like, alright, first day of classes, starting off the week, I need to tune into this class. And I open up Canvas, which is the website our school uses, and the class still isn't available. It hasn't been published yet. So I'm like, alright, I've still got a little bit of time before I need to hop on in there before the broadcast happens. But as I'm waiting, it's still unpublished. I'm like, okay. Now I'm starting to get worried because I don't know how to tune into this class if Canvas is not up. Thanatos. Nope, never mind. I don't know if I've encountered Thanatos in Tartarus, only in later floors. Found me. Zagreus, you're supremely easy to find. You leave just a trail of destruction in your wake. You know this. People find you all the time. Ouch. Can you stop with the lasers? I really do hate the lasers. Pew pew. And so I'm contemplating, like, should I email this professor? Do I need to say, like, hey, my website's not up? I figure it's probably on them, and probably no student can access it. But what if it's me? What if I need to get something fixed, or I'm going to be locked out of the first day of this class? And this professor has a bit of a reputation for being a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Let's go with grumpy. My boon from Master Chaos has evolved. Back to full dashes, don't mind if I do. Sisyphus, my man. How's it going?
What a surprise. Hey, Your Highness,
Indeed.
anything the matter, or just passing through?
Just, you know,
Happy that we get to chat
slaughtering my way through the souls of the underworld. But apart from that, just, you know, business as usual.
This the wrong way, but why are you helping me? My
Dumb question, Zagreus. Obviously, you're out there wrecking Hades' stuff.
Besides, you're not your father, thank
I am not my father. Don't think I need healing. I think we'll go ahead and get darkness.
you. Sure thing.
cheers, mate.
I see right through you, Rock. I know you can talk. Sisyphus, I believe, by my understanding in in original Greek myth, was a mortal king who was a little bit prideful, and he kidnapped Death. He kidnapped Thanatos so that no one could die? Or no. He did something. I feel like he did... Oh, okay. He somehow evaded his own death. Don't remember the exact details of it. Maybe someone in the comments can fill in the gaps. He avoided his natural death in some way, and so Hades sent Thanatos, you know, Death, to go claim his soul. We'll go for keys. Thanatos showed up with a bunch of chains to bind his soul and drag him down, but Sisyphus was clever. He stole the chains, used them to secure Thanatos, kidnapping Death, and then, you know, no one died for a bit while Death was kidnapped, which always ends badly. Dash through there. And then he conned Persephone in some way into escaping his own death. In any case, he avoided his own death like 3 times over, and so when he eventually did die of natural causes, he was condemned to a punishment of eternally rolling that big old stone of his up a hill forever, and at the peak it'll just roll right back down the other side, and so he has to start over. As a metaphor for the pointlessness of trying to avoid death. Because even if you do get to the top, that stone's just going to roll right down again. You can't hide from it forever. Let's go for both of those. In this game, though, he's lovely. Certainly a nicer guy than Tantalus, who we've talked about before. I'm sure he's kicking around here somewhere. We are low on boons. and not taking too much damage, so I think we'll go for Poseidon. I do like Poseidon's call. I think Artemis's is easily... Oh, there's a fish! I missed a fish! Got a feeling it's Tisiphone. Don't be a Lecto. It's Tisiphone. Been a while. I hope I remember her pattern. I'm not murder. I only kill people who are already dead. It's what I do. Alright. Now, by my recollection, this fight would be more comfortable if I had some deflection, but I do not. So we do what we can. Ouch. That's right. She does. Okay, that's right. She does her little stun thing, and then she charges and shoots out to the side. This fight would also be easier, I think, if I had more range. And now she does that. That's right. Get in there. Cut her. Get out. Okay, okay. No big deal. This is not a problem. So, the course is not available on Canvas. I don't know how to get into the zoom. The time of the zoom rapidly approaches. Ouch. Come now, Tisiphone, play nice. And this teacher has a reputation for being difficult, for being a grumpy man. And so I'm kind of nervous about wanting to get in touch with him about it, because what if he's just like, you screwed this up, you should already have this, and what if he scolds me like anything? And eventually I wait until the class is in a half hour. Nope. I'm not that. I wait until the class and I start drafting an email to send to him, and that's when I realize it's Tuesday because of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, not Monday, so it's actually the other class I had. And that class was a class called Ethnic Conflict and Cooperation, which I think will be very interesting, studying various ethnic conflicts and whatnot, such as in Rwanda and the Balkans, as happens all over it all the time because humanity kind of sucks on occasion. So that ought to be very interesting. Lots of group work in that class. I think lots of reading. And then today I had the class that I thought I had yesterday, which is U.S. legislative politics. I am not planning to go into politics, but it is interesting and it is important to understand. And here I am talking politics again, but I have an excuse because I'm talking about a class specifically. This one ought to be very interesting because it is not an orthodox class. It's actually a simulation. Let's use our call. We've got... She's low. Ouch! Oh, that does not last very long. Okay. We got through without a death. Took more damage than we should have, but we did not die. So, all's fair. We'll drink up in the next room and heal up a bit. On we go. Thanks for playing, Tisiphone. So, it is a simulated Congress after the first few weeks. Everyone will be filling the role of a senator. It's a simulated Senate, more specifically, I guess. I should have been rocking something other than the tooth. And I think I will switch to... Chaos. Enter Chaos Gates without losing health. Blessings from Chaos have a better chance to be rare. I like the idea of starting runs with that. That sounds very nice. I think we'll go with... What will we go with? Is there anyone we're interested in getting boons from? I kind of like the idea of fishing for Dionysus boons, because if we can get the hangover stacking poison effect on our regular punches, I think that will work out nicely. Next boon you find is upgraded rarity. You know what? We're spending coin early this run. Let's go for it.
Heading up.
Especially because it's supposed to be the Dionysus run in question. Ooh, and we actually did get... Oh, wait, no, we didn't. No, I misunderstood that. Anyway, so I'll be playing the role of a senator. I will have to kind of politic. I will propose bills and I will vote on bills and do the backroom deals in the room where it happens to make sure that my bills get passed. I think it'll be a little time and thought intensive, but I think it's a very interesting premise, and I think it'll be pretty fun. So I look forward to that. Then my other classes I need to check out. I know I have some assignments due tonight from a class that is on Middle Eastern political history, which is fascinating. I have spent a good chunk of my life living in the Middle East. So it's a region that I have some ties to and some love for. And I look forward to learning more about that. And also because it will likely be relevant in the years to come. Middle East ain't going anywhere.
for vast riches.
There we go. I'm sorry, I hate to keep bringing it up, but I do have to apologize. You're never going to fully be able to escape politics talk on this channel because I am studying political science. Weren't we supposed to get a Dionysus boon in this room? What did we get? We got coin, maybe? I'm not just missing a boon, right? Anyway, whatever. Maybe I just haven't found any boon yet. Health or a palm. I think we go palm. And by that, I mean I think we go health. What other classes? I have a class called Arts Symposium, which I should also read up on. I know pretty little about it.
Spreaders.
I know in a non-COVID era, that would involve me going to museums and performances and whatnot, which I am very fond of. I love a museum. I love the theater. In this one, I know I'm going to be reading some Shakespeare, which I've not done for a long time. And maybe some virtual museums or something. I don't really know. There we go. I do like Shakespeare. I understand where people are coming from that don't like Shakespeare. I think that is a valid opinion, even if it's one I don't share. I also have not read a lot of Shakespeare. I'm a sucker for Hamlet, because I find him very relatable. He's just a guy who was just cripplingly incapable of taking any action to the detriment of himself and anyone around him. He's just a procrastinator to such an extent that it got him and everyone he loved killed. And that speaks to me. And it's the little things too, you know? Like he's got his buddies, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. And he like goes on a vacation with them and they get attacked by pirates. And I'm being deliberately obtuse by calling it a vacation, but I don't know why they went on a ship. And all we know about their, we gotta go this right, it's 2 boons. And all we know about their pirate attack is just they get back and they're like, oh yeah, that was crazy, we got attacked by pirates. I love that. Of all the things to understate in your work, it's gonna be the pirate attack. And then later, attack inflicts hangover. That's exactly what we're looking for, and I'd love to see the epic tag on that, and we will go for it. Sorry, Uncle Poe. I swear I don't mean any disrespect. Don't you ever bet against this horse, because Hades likes, or Poseidon likes horses. That's a thing. Sea or otherwise. I'm pretty sure he likes horses, right? That's a whole thing. Like, when Athens was being named, so goes the myth, and it was not yet named Athens when it was at the time just city, there was a debate over whether to name it after Poseidon or Athena, and I'll let you guess which one, spoiler alert. But in any case, they each offered, what? Oh, that's where the waves originate. They each offered a gift to the citizens of Athens, and Poseidon offered up chariots? I think no, that doesn't sound right. No, he offered up a spring of seawater or something. That sounds right. Why would you need that? Maybe it had to be fresh water, right? Or else, like, who would want it? Anyway, I think his deal was a spring, and then Athena invented the olive tree, gave that to them, and they're like, yo, that's way better. Olives are great. And I agree with them, they're right. Your cast damage just fills an area, knocks them away. Slamming into barriers creates a watery blast. Hydraulic might. None of these are super eye-catching to me right now, so I think we'll go with hydraulic might.
Sea god's might.
Indeed. Because olives are tasty. Olives can be used to make olive oil for a number of purposes. That's kind of the big one. And so they chose Athena and named the place Athens. Ouch. And I was going somewhere with that when I started it with the horses thing, because I feel like there might also be another story that I kind of mixed up with it when I started talking, where Athena and Poseidon invented the chariot together, because Athena's smart and also a warrior, so she invented the chariot, and Poseidon provided the horses or something, because he likes horses.
Why do I bother?
And you know, I understand. Horses are pretty cool. Thank you.
I'll take it.
I have ridden horses on a handful of occasions in my life, and I've enjoyed the experience each time.
Let's see.
I think we'll splurge for some health. I have also ridden a camel and an elephant, and those were both also very cool, but very different from riding a horse. Camels, getting on a camel is wild, because they like crouch down, low to the ground for you to climb up, and then they don't like straighten all four of their legs at once. Like they straighten the front and then the back, or vice versa, and so it's like a roller coaster, where it's just one half of the camel that you're on top of lurches upward, and then the other does. And they're tall. They are not small creatures. And they stink. And they spit. Okay, okay. Playing a bullet heck game. Playing Toho. Dodging like anything. Let's get in there with the Poseidon charge and get out of the Phlegathon. This room sucks without deflect.
I can't.
Not so fun. Alright, ooh, okay. What other classes do I have? I have the Arts Symposium, which is somewhat ill-defined in my mind right now. Middle Eastern Politics. And then the two I mentioned, and there's one other, a Criminology course, which has nothing to do with my major. I guess loosely to do with my major, deciding what type of law I decide to pursue. I don't think... Well, I don't know. It'll be interesting no matter what, and that's why I signed up for it. And it is a prerequisite for another interesting course about, like... I don't fully remember, but I know it caught my eye. Something about, race and policing in America, which promises to be interesting. And important. There we go. Let us get down to business. Fantastic. Demeter, Grandma, give me something good. Crystal Beam, there's that cast again, I like it. When all foes are chill affected, don't like that. I'm not dishing out chill enough for that to be great. Applying 10 stacks of chill causes a blast, clearing the effect. I would like that if I had chill on my main attack, but it's only on my special, so I think Crystal Beam will be the better way to go, which I think was the case anyway, but onwards. We're picking up a good amount of keys on this run, so hopefully we'll be able to open up the next layer of the mirror pretty soon. Oh, and this is when I want to see a fountain. Thank you very much, ASPHODEL. Zeus, what do you have for me?
More bloodless.
I tried dry brining some chicken the other day, and I think I'm pretty happy with the results. And dry brining, as any internet chef will tell you, is just a fancy term for covering it in salt, whatever it may be. In my case, a boneless, skinless chicken breast. So I thawed it, pounded it out so that the thickness was uniform so that it would cook evenly. And then I covered both sides in salt, and I just left it salty on a plate, uncovered in the fridge overnight. And then when I pulled it out the next day, it had desiccated somewhat. It had definitely tightened up and dried out, which meant some of that flavor was concentrated in the meat. And then when I added a little bit of olive oil, courtesy of Athena, and some pepper, no salt, because again, I'd left it sitting in salt all night. I like Thunder Dash. Lightning Reflexes seems... I was gonna say like a worse Thunder Dash, but I don't think it's bad per se. And it'll get me the Fated Choice, so I'm gonna go with it. I feel like I won't get quite as much utility out of it, but I'll get at least a roughly similar amount.
This ought to help for sure.
Really trying to stock up on darkness. And I will check something off of the Fated list. Because every time I've gotten something out of that, out of the Fates, it's been pretty nice. Hermes, are you the last stop before the boss? Looks like it. What you got for me, buddy?
You probably caught yourself thinking, Hermes sure is quick.
I think about that all the time.
In the first place. Well, I'm afraid that's
I'm
not
going
news
to
enough.
blow my nose real quick, pardon me.
Not late for anything.
And here we are. Alright, I like side hustle. I like greater haste. Hyper sprint doesn't do a lot for me. I think we'll go with greater haste. And on to the Hydra, which I feel pretty good about. It doesn't usually cause me too much trouble, and we've yet to lose a life. Which one are you? Are you smash your head into the ground, Hydra? I think you are. Ooh, you sure are. Smack your head into the ground, rockfall Hydra. Not my least favorite, let me say. And look at us chew through his health. We're a boss-killing machine. Asterius, buddy, you don't know what's coming. Bring out the heads. To the tune of Send in the Clowns. A tune that I am not familiar with, and I did not mean to use my call there, but it worked out pretty nicely, so I will not complain. Thank you kindly. Why does it feel like the heads are going down faster than the skeletons? Am I actually just only good at killing bosses? Get down the lasers. If Doomstone can use them, we get to too. Thank you, Demeter. Alrighty. I have been dipping into modded Minecraft again as of late, something that I come back to often over the years. Always reliable. Trying to play it with my brother. We've had a few issues in getting it set up, but I feel like we've got them resolved. I am playing the Enigmatica 2 Expert modded Mine Pack mod pack, which I have played before, and I highly recommend if you're up for a bit of a challenge. It does kind of test your knowledge of mods and your ability to use them creatively together a little bit. So if you're not looking for that, give the Enigmatica 2 Not Expert pack a try. I never have, but I suspect it is a good time. I still have some of my my vanilla worlds kicking around. I've got one on my roommate's server. I've got a server that we set up for just our family, which I need to hop back onto. And then I've got my single-player world that I'm tremendously proud of. And I know I keep saying it, but I do still want to make a world tour of that sometime, because I feel like that's good content. And you know how I love content. Live for that stuff. Something else I've been mulling with the idea of, for perhaps, if my schedule permits, maybe on the off days, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, playing the Wikipedia game, which is unorthodox perhaps, but something I love, where, so the Wikipedia game, in its purest sense, is just, what am I doing? No, put your head down on the floor so I can hit it. That was worst timing, but it worked out. Just pick a Wikipedia page, pick another Wikipedia page, and then only by clicking links on the pages, make your way from one to the other. And there is a website that kind of facilitates that and puts you up head-to-head with other players who are trying to get from the same page to the same page in either the shortest amount of time or the shortest number of clicks. I did. Thank you so much for checking in.
Which one?
Thank you, Dionysus. Ooh. Bad. We cannot switch back to the Lucky Tooth. That is a miscalculation of mine. So instead, we are going to... Ooh, that's rough. That's one less life. I say let's go with the old Spike Caller, courtesy of the goodest boy Cerberus, and get a little bit more health. But on that note, that is Tartarus and Asphodel conquered. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your ongoing support. As always, please leave a like. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe if you are not subscribed and like what you saw. I will see you on Friday, and until then, do take care. Goodbye.